Good morning, first graders. Today we're on page 201 of your student journal, page 201. And today our objective is, today I will mentally find 10 less and explain my reasoning. Okay, so remember from our last lesson that mentally means that you do it in your head. Now, because I can't see inside your head, you're going to have to do some writing for this. And then we're going to do 10 less. So in our last lesson, we did 10 more, but now we're going to do 10 less. So we have a 10, and less means subtract or take away or smaller. And then when it says my reasoning, that means I want to know what's going on inside your head. What's going on inside your head? What are you thinking inside your head? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to mentally find 10 less and explain your reasoning. Okay, so I'm going to get started with my examples. Okay, here is my first problem. And it says, what number is 10 less than 76? So what number is 10 less than 76? Okay, so 10 less means that 10 means 1/10, but it means less than it. So 10 means 1/10, but the key word is less than 76. Okay, so I'm going to write 76 here. And I'm going to think about my place values. I know that the 6 is in the ones place value and the 7 is in the tens place value. And I want 1/10 less. So right now I have 7 tens. Well, 1/10 less would be 6 tens. So instead of 7 tens, now I have 6 tens. But they didn't tell me anything about my 1, so my 1 is going to stay the same. So my answer is 66, because now I have 6 tens and 6 ones. So my reasoning would be the tens place, just the tens place, so just the tens column, decreased. Decreased means went down. So decreased by 1, and because we meaning Miss Munoz and you, took away 1/10. Okay, so what we did is the tens place, that was a 7, decreased means went down by 1 because we took one of the tens away, because that's what less means. Less means smaller. Okay, let's look at our next one. It says, what number is 10 less than 42? Okay, so 10 means just 1/10 and less. So let's look at my number. I have 42, and that's my ones column and my tens column. And they want me to take 1/10 less. So right now I have 4 tens. So 1 less than 4 is 3 tens. And I'm just going to leave my ones as is. So now I have 3 tens and 2 ones, and my answer is 32. Okay, friends, let's try one of these to get some of these together. We're on page 202, and here's our first problem. And it says, what number is 10 less than 64? Okay, let's underline that, and let's even circle the word less. Okay, let's come over here and write 64. And what do we know? The 4 is in the ones place, and the 6 is in the tens place. And we're talking about 10, so let's underline the tens place. So right now we have 6 tens, but they want 10 less. 10 less just means 1/10, because 1/10 is worth 10 less. So if we take one of these tens away, what would we have? If we have 6 and take 1 away, are we going to have 5 tens? And we're not going to do anything to our 1, so we're going to still have 4 ones. So wait, I'm going to put my place values. I have 4 ones and 5 tens. So my answer is 54. 54 is 10 less than 64. And what's the reason? Ready? The tens place, that big word is decreased. Decreased means went down. So decreased by 1 because we took away 110. Okay, now if you need to pause the video to get this sentence written, you may. But what happened is the tens place decreased. It went down 1, so it went from a 6 to a 5 because we took one of the tens away. Okay, let's look at our next one. This one's a little bit tricky. Okay, it says, what number is 10 less than 17? Okay, so let's underline, and I'm going to even circle the word less. Okay, let's write 17 over here. And 17 has 7 ones and 1 10. Okay, let's underline our tens column. So right now there's 1 10. If we take that 10 away, how many tens do we have? If we take that 10 away, we have 0 tens. And how many ones do we have? We still have 7. So we have 7 ones and 0 tens. So we just have 7. Is that how we write it though, friends? Do we put a 0? No. When we have 0 tens and 7 ones, we just write it like this. So we would just write 7. We don't need to have the 0 in front. Okay, boys and girls, keep practicing this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.